Decent protector, but headache to install. Twapak Julk 40mm case for Apple Watch Series 6 Series 5 Series 4 screen protector. Overall protective case TPU HD ultra-thin cover for iWatch transparent. The aforementioned item is sold by Julk. Make sure this fits by entering your model number. This case fits for new Seri 2022 series, 6 2020 series, 5 series, 4 Kindly remind, using this product at gym or sports activities may cause the moisture from perspiration to be trapped between this product and the watch screen. This is due to the nature of the product, as it does not stick to the screen. When there are fog between the case and the screen, please clean the water mist as shown. This case with screen protector is designed to offer external surface protection to your watch 40mm. Soft, clear case with built-in screen protector prevents your watch from dust, fingerprints, and scratches. Special design made from premium TPU material, overall protective case for watch screen, as well as the edges and side of the watch, perfect fit for watch Series 6, Series 5, Series 4 40mm. 4.3 out of 5 stars. The item has a total of 172,511 reviews. Product linked in the description below. The first comment is from iWatch. Decent protector, but headache to install. 4.0 out of 5 stars. I just received the Julk case for my Apple Watch Series 3, and here are my thoughts. You received 2 cases and 2 sets of wet-dry wipes in the packaging, and nothing else. No installation instructions, no visual guides, nothing. They do give you the entire step-by-step guide on their Amazon site when you scroll through the product photos, but if you were expecting anything in the actual product box, you will be disappointed. It looked simple enough to install. It literally is one piece of flexible rubbery material that wraps around the front of your watch. The cutouts on the sides help you orient which way to put the protector on. However, there was a disconnect in the simplicity of how the product looks with the actual application of said product. After removing my watch straps and powering off my device, I wiped my watch with the wet cloth, then the dry one, to remove any dust particles and fingerprints. I then took one of the Julk covers and worked my watch into it, button sides first, to ensure they were lined up with the cutouts. This thing is a snug fit, which is what you want, of course, but it makes it a beast to get the watch into it initially. Once I slid the device in and got it lined up, because of the rubbery material, it would cling to the watch, making any type of adjusting and sliding around nearly impossible. I literally had to stretch the Julk to the point I felt I was going to break it to make it fit around the watch. All of this activity must have pressed down on my power button, because at least 3 or 4 times the watch came on and I had to shut it off again. Once I got it around, it somehow didn't fit my device properly, and trying to adjust it was a pain in the butt. I got frustrated and ripped the Julk off the watch and proceeded to use the second cover and try again after I wiped the device and dried it a second time. I repeated the same steps and got the one side of my watch in, ensuring proper alignment, and stretched the Julk around. This time it was almost perfectly aligned around the entire watch, but I still had to strong-arm it and stretch it to the point of being scared I was going to rip the rubber to get it to align perfectly. To this product's credit, the first cover I had ripped off my watch with some force bounced back to its original shape, so it was able to take the abuse and repair itself without warping or stretching out permanently. After it was properly installed, I began testing out how well it allows you to use your watch's touch screen and if it made it less sensitive to your touch. To my pleasant surprise, the watch is still quite responsive despite the rubbery type of cover on it, so I am pleased. There are instances where it is difficult to swipe away notifications and previously opened apps due to the rubberiness of the cover, but it is not on every occasion. Since the Julk wraps around the entirety of the front and sides of the watch, I feel it is pretty well protected, and the cover's clarity makes it so it does not detract too much from the watch's beauty. I have to see how well this material holds up over time. Hopefully it will not get weirdly discolored or attract too many particles like similar cases I have had in the past for other devices made out of the same material. Overall, I would give the Julk case a 4 out of 5 stars. It does fit snugly around the Apple Watch, and the cutouts align perfectly once you get it installed properly. It offers decent protection in my opinion, and it does not degrade the watch's performance. Will I keep the case long term? I am actually not sure. With other cases for my iPads and iPhones, etc. When I knew I had the one, I knew I was keeping it for the long haul and reordering the same exact thing once it became worn out. With this Julk case, I do not get that same level of absolute certainty that it is the case for me. I am actually ordering a pack of traditional screen protectors, the kind that clings to the surface as backup. They will not offer the same type of sued protection, but I feel they would be better as far as being unobtrusive to the watch's screen clarity and touch screen responsiveness. I hope this review is helpful to you folks out there. This comment is from Peniles. A good and easier way to protect your watch. 4.0 out of 5 stars. I tried a number of different screen protectors for my iWatch over the last couple of years. The type that adheres to the watch face by wet application is the least apparent of watch face protections. Most of those adherent types are completely invisible once you get them on. That process always requires no small amount of time and requires leaving the watch off the wrist while it dries, usually overnight, but they are very nice while they last. I have found those adherent protectors to last anywhere from a couple of days to maybe a few months until they start to peel off. I really got tired of going through the process of applying a new one that frequently. Thus, I bought this product in May of 2020. I have returned here today to purchase another box of 2, having today replaced the first one with the second one. I'm going to stick with this type because overall it's just a lot easier to deal with and it does what it needs to do. Now that I have the new one on, it really is crystal clear and invisible, just like the screen wet application type. The one I just replaced had turned slightly yellow, likely from exposure to sunshine during the summer months. After 4 months, that is a better replacement record than with the wet application screen protectors. Plus, it's a lot easier to replace and requires no loss of wearing time. I have never experienced any trouble with watch usability with the Julk case on the watch. Once on, and especially when brand new, it is completely invisible, like there was nothing on the watch. The touch screen is as usable with it on as it is without it on. If you do get dirt or pet hairs or whatever underneath the case, you can easily take it off and clean it gently with some water and maybe a drop or 2 of rubbing alcohol. I did that a couple of times, and it looked nearly brand new after doing that. I noticed that some people have complained these are hard to get on. As mentioned above, I had removed the first one a couple of times to clean it, and I think with practice, you learn how to quickly get the case in place. The case is tight, but you want it tight. You have to tug and stretch the band a little to get it over the side of the watch, but if you work from the top of the watch, getting the alignment right and fitting it on down the watch, getting that last band over the side of the watch is really not that hard. Took a minute or 2. If you've had trouble with the wet application type screen protectors as I have had, I was so frustrated with the last package I bought where I was replacing it every couple of days or so. I think you'll find this Julk case a better way of protecting your watch. I like also that it covers the side of the watch, which wet application surface protectors do not. The frame of your watch is thus protected from getting scratched too. For the price, it's a good deal, even if it discolors and gets surface scratches, which mine did also after 3 or 4 months wear. Better the case than the watch. The surface scratches on the case were not so noticeable as to interfere with watch use, but they do happen, I found out. The wet application protectors do not show scratches, from my experience. However, the problem with them peeling off at the corners and needing constant replacement makes the Julk case preferable for me, regardless of the minor scratches it eventually gets. So I'm buying another pack to have on hand when I need to change this second one out. High quality 1. It is really durable for the TPU material that our cases can bear the external damage like scratching and dropping. 2. It is highly recommended that you won't regret the case, which is exactly soft and durable so as to avoid damage from scratches. Special design with updated technicals for the Seri's CC54. This newly TPU cases was built in an all-around neatly fitted protective way, which provide a better protection for your Apple Watch. It's lightweight and virtually invisible, therefore preserving the aesthetic appeal of the actual watch case while providing sufficient protection. These soft cases are tailored for Apple Watch Series CC54 so that they would be easy enough to install. And please throw away the concerns on extra weight. Clear looking for its 99 high transparency, which don't interfere with the screen usability at all. Special design with updated technicals for the Series CC54. This newly TPU cases was built in an all-around neatly fitted protective way, which provide a better protection for your Apple Watch. No screen sensitivity issues, it's lightweight and virtually invisible, therefore preserving the aesthetic appeal of the actual watch case while providing sufficient protection. Fitted perfectly instead of a hard plastic clear case, it's soft and fits nicely over the watch face. Fits great, looks great. Precise cutouts, it does not affect the touch screen on the watch, and all the bracket holes for the buttons lines down band up perfectly. The accurate back hollow of this case facilitates direct charging with case on, easy and convenient. Product linked in the description below. Our first question is from Richard A. Does it trap water when exercising? Yes, it traps water when exercising. I used during rowing machine as well as my spin class workouts. Once there is a slight moisture in between the case and watch, the touch-sensitive face doesn't work. It also doesn't monitor my exercise and heart rate properly. I have to wait until my session to deal with cleaning. See more. Yes, it traps water when exercising. I have to wait until my session to deal with cleaning the inside of the case. I don't think I tighten the band too tight to the skin. See less? Question from Lisa Pless. Will this protect my screen for bump? Yes. I am constantly bumping my watch against things, and my watch has been well protected with this case. Product linked in the description below. For more content like this, please subscribe and click the bell icon so you are notified of new uploads. We upload new videos every day. See you next time.